One of the ways we can use our imagination to help us find interpretation is to project our sound across space. And one of the fun things there is to imagine driving a drone. Have you ever driven a drone, Lauren?
No.
Well, here's your opportunity. I want you to have this drone, and we will, for the purpose of this recording, we won't have that zzz, right? We have a drone right here. And I want you to play the beginning of the Walton Concerto, and I want you to move this drone around the room. I want you to have it go high and low and far away and nearby, swoop up, swoop back down. So you have a radio control here from your viola. You're going to be driving the drone, okay? How'd that feel, Lauren?
It's interesting.
Yeah, it gives you something to think about, right? Mm-hmm. If you've watched some of the first videos of the series, you'll know that we talk about music existing in the mind or heart of the composer, writing it down, we read it, we have to play it, we also have to get it across space. Mm-hmm. So let's experiment a little bit more with space. The drone is one way of using space, but let's try something else. I would like you to imagine you filling up the 3 feet around you or 4 feet around you with a very, very dense, dark purple sound. Okay? So I want the sound not to go up or out or anything. I just want you to be, yeah, perfect. Right. So try that. Nice, excellent, good. Now I'd like you to think of projecting the sound out in front of you more. Good. Great. Now I'd like you to project the sound up. Good, good, great. I could also project my sound back behind me. And of course, if we were able to examine it, you did specific things with the bow. When you wanted a sound around yourself, you used a relatively flat. Right? When you wanted to go out more, maybe you angled the bow a little bit more, made it closer to the bridge, which is great. It's fun to know how to do all these things, but it's also fun just to think about them. I have the great joy of teaching for many years at Oberlin Conservatory, and we have an annual concerto competition, which is in Finney Chapel. Finney Chapel is a big space, seats about 1,500 people, and there's a balcony that goes horseshoe around the whole thing. In the back, there are little diamonds, and on the side, there are diamonds. So I think there are 2 diamonds on the side as you go from the stage towards the back, which is half a block away. So I tell my students sometimes in the concerto competition to aim at particular diamonds. And we could help ourselves by, I'm going to play to row 6. I'm going to play to row R. I'm going to play to row double F. Right, to have a different space. And so these are all kind of brain games that we can have. It's like if I talk to you here, I might get a little bit softer. If I went really far away, I might talk a little further. Mm-hmm. So if we just target in space, we can think about projecting, because that's an important element. So we don't play for ourselves, but we play for people in the room.